Mind blown. Fucking.
That's what all I wanted to hear, baby. You just don't be mad at me tonight. Just let's get into this, ease into it. Yes, we're live right now, Richard, so we can just let's go.
I know. Literally 15 seconds ago, I said I'm not yelling at you, and eventually I would. And right now, I'm going to, because last show I said the fucking going live without saying anything is stupid. Like, give a countdown. I know you can put a countdown on it, or just say, "Okay, guys, you have a producer role for a fucking reason." There's not a single producer in the history of live streaming or television that does not say, "Okay, we're going live in." And count it down, or at least go, hey, we're live. You just fucking click the button, and in the middle of a thought, the middle of an expression, whoever's talking, it starts the fucking stream.
I like it. I like it a lot.
Fucking bottom of the totem pole of dumb.
I like it though. I like it. It's a new wave. I didn't go to school for this. I just fucking started clicking.
You didn't go to school, bitch. The Navy.
Yeah. Whoa.
Here we go again. Leave my knees and the Navy out of this.
You didn't get accepted to college, and the Navy kicked you out for your shitty fucking
Hold on.
knees.
Yeah. What's so bad about your knees that you don't even have to like run around? You're just on a boat all the day.
Too many hours on your mother's. Too many hours on him. That's what's fucking wrong with his knees.
It's true.
A
lot of minute hours on those knees, baby.
Failed at that too. You try to take up the family business and fucking nope. Burnt out. Fucking burnt out. Now you're
young age too. Young age, 18 years old, fucking burnt out.
Dealing with flaming Japanese toilets. Whatever the fuck happened to you today.
That was Tuesday.
Yeah, he said before you got on, he said it was a bidet that caught on fire.
Yeah, a flaming bidet. Yep, there's a joke. I don't have it. It's been a long day for me too. So what do you say we start the show, seeing as we're live, apparently. The Superman Sports Show. We talk all things New England sports and everything in between. Couple laughs, hopefully. We're gonna start with opening takes as we always do. Bottom of the totem pole of dumb, the obvious one, Doughboy, Dr. Big Mac himself. Why don't you kick us off, please?
Thank you, Richard. Wednesday, season release day for the NFL. It's a big day. Rich hates it. Bill hates it. Everyone gets on my case, but I love it. Why? Because now we get to talk NFL, because now we actually see the list of where we're going to go, what's going to happen. And for me, I always go away. I always go to an away game, and I already booked my ticket to Chicago. And funny thing is that this the team sucks. Patriots suck, yet their prices are still outrageous to go fucking see any game. Nosebleed section, $450 to go see the Patriots. No, thank you. Patriots, be better. Robert Kraft, stop being that rich asshole. Lower those ticket prices just because you're trying to pay for that fucking big ass screen. No, thank you, sir. You gotta raise those prices down. Take those prices down. You have a shitty team, shitty coach, shitty offense. It's going to be a boring season. Please, for the love of God, bring the prices down for the normal folk.
You chose to use your opening take to bitch about ticket prices?
Yep.
Okay. We won't really be talking about ticket prices. The schedule day.
We're going to be talking about Patriots, though, won't we, now?
We are going to be talking about Patriots and the schedule, and the fact that the NFL had a day where they scheduled a day to let Nimrods like you know about the day that they would be releasing the schedule, in which you would understand.
That is how thirsty people are for football. They make things literally the release of the schedule is an event.
They are awesome too.
Yeah, there's all the release videos.
A lot of curveballs too. A lot of curveballs because everyone said, "Oh, the leak is here," but yet it was wrong. It was fucking way off.
Yeah, that snapshot that you sent was way off.
Way off. Yeah.
The simple minds are wrapped around the thumb of the NFL on these types of things. Look at that little thing. Look at that little guy.
What is that?
No wonder why you suck at Fortnite. How do you operate with that fucking digit? I think we're going to keep it in the same vein here. Patriots with Bobby's opening take. Chief Bobby?
Yeah, so I have a bone to pick with one Tommy Curran and his miserable takes ever since the Patriots have drafted Drake May. He's been a big old baby crying because they didn't do his trade down, and instead of just getting on and being positive, now he's talking about how Joe Milton was better at the mini camp, which just wasn't true. Raymond and I were talking about how he was, you could see the video where he's throwing to the ball, trying to hit a hole in the net. Looks like a kid at a carnival. He keeps missing it. He blows. There isn't any way, shape, or form that he's better than him. He's just at his beginning of his camp, and Kern's being a big fucking baby, and he's going to get everybody to believe it and stir up everybody's pot. And I don't like it one bit.
That's why he's one of the best in the biz. Tommy Kern been doing it for 30 years down there.
He's a disingenuous scumbag, and he's just being a big fucking baby, and he knows what he's doing.
Just, you know what, Bobby? I expect a little bit better of you. Ray, you get wrapped up by the schedule day. That's no problem. Falls right into his character. But you allowing these fucking trolls.
I know exactly what he's doing, and I don't like it.
Just getting simple-minded. And maybe I will too with my opening take. Maybe I'm falling into the victim of this troll game too. I'm going to move Celtics here, and the fact that they have apparently broken everybody's brain because they just gentlemen swept the second round of the playoffs. First it was the Heat. Then it was the Cavs. I get these teams were depleted. They were missing their best players for a majority, if not all of the series. They still beat these teams the way they were supposed to in gentlemen sweeps. Not one iota of the time watching this was the series ever in jeopardy. Did you ever think it was in jeopardy? Except for the two losses in which both teams shot miraculously out of their ass, maybe to some of the Celtics doing. None of the games were ever in jeopardy. They won in a decisive blowout fashion. They won when they were pushed late in games. They actually have a quote-unquote clutch time win per NBA standards against the Cavs. But yet you still continue to get the narrative that they suck. They're not going to win playing this way. They're never going to win a championship. Jason Tatum blows. He can't come through in the clutch. He doesn't have the killer gene. All of the same shit that, frankly, we've been saying for years now. But you don't say it now. This is not the time to say it. They're not doing those things. They're fucking winning. So it might be boring that they're winning and they're rolling over these lesser opponents, but like, don't be disingenuous about what you're watching. You're just projecting from previous results onto what you think might happen in the future, which if that's just what you do when you're bored. Like, can you get a little bit more articulate with your analysis, Boston, and your sports reps or your sports commentators? The Celtics and Jason Tatum are doing what they're supposed to fucking do. They're beating bad teams and they're annihilating them. So get over it if it's boring. Sorry. Jason Tatum's doing what he's supposed to do, running the offense and scoring 30-plus points. Sorry it's not as efficient as you think it should be on any given night. Just aggravating me that it feels like a very fucking lazy take to just steal last year's take and dump it onto this one, even though last year they deserved it, going down 0-3 to the Heat. This year, they're blowing these teams out of the goddamn water. So just commentate on that. It's getting annoying to me. And that's not going anywhere, by the way. Knicks, Pacers, give me whoever you want. They're fucking losing in 5-2. And you're gonna hear the same goddamn shit until you get to the finals. And if they don't play the Nuggets, if they don't play Denver in the finals, you'll hear the same fucking thing. Probably even if they win the NBA finals from one Tony Maserati, who it's not good enough if they beat a lesser opponent to win the NBA finals. If they beat them all, it's like Jesus Christ.
You like that?
They would have had to have just gone 16-0 and just annihilate everybody.
Yeah,
I guess. But even when they were beating, they won the three of the 4 wins against the Heat were by 20 or more points, 25 or more points. And then, they're not getting enough pushback. They're not battle tested. And then the Cavs push against them. Donovan Mitchell has great games. Donovan Mitchell goes out. The scrubs come in there. Strus has a good game. Who's the other guy? Garland has a good game.
Yeah.
And these scrubs, they should have beat them by 25 too. It's like, you can't have it both ways. So we'll do the Celtics thing. The Bruins, not in their opening takes because Ray had a bitch about tickets. No problem. They fought back. They They fight to live another day. We got Game 6 at home, so prepare for major disappointment there. First look at the Patriots. We'll get back to some Patriots talk. Rookie mini camp. We got a this or that. We got a secret this or that with Chief Bobby, which is always fun, and a blistering Simple Minds of the Week.
Got a lot of Simple Minds of the Week.
Let's make sure we save some time for Simple Minds of the Week this week. This is the Simple Minds Sports Show, Friday Rewind, May 17th, Thursday night. Welcome to the show. If you're watching, welcome to Simline Sports Show. If you're watching on YouTube, you're welcome.
We look good. I look good.
Very handsome, devilish looking crew tonight. Bobby, new room, new fat head. Excellent. We go. If you're listening on your preferred podcast platform, wherever that may be, please subscribe, rate, review, tell your friends. As always, tell your mothers. What are you saying here? Let's do something we don't do often. Go to the chat. We've got a lot of hate in the chat. You say there, producer Ray?
A little bit, yeah.
Comment you brought up. Let's address these.
Let's address this first one. The Celtics will face real competition with the Knicks and will start crying.
The Knicks. Celtics are 4-1 against the Knicks this year. That one was a game where they mailed it in, didn't play anybody, and the Knicks scraped away with a win there. Jalen Brunson was going to have to shoot 37 shots a night at 51% a clip behind the arc. They're not talented enough to compete with the Celtics. I would anticipate a very similar series to the Cavs. If Donovan Mitchell didn't get hurt, maybe he single-handedly pushes that series to 6 because of how well he was playing. And maybe Jalen Brunson can do that because he's on that level, but I doubt it. They just don't have the fucking horses to deal with what the Celtics have. I'm sorry.
Nope. Especially if Porzingis comes back. If Porzingis comes back, then yeah, fuck that. They don't stand a chance.
I wouldn't expect to see them rush him anytime soon at this point. The last time they made their finals run, it was double game 7s, and now they don't. So, what was against the Warriors? They went up 2-0 and then just ran out of gas.
Yeah. The biggest thing the Knicks have going for them is their tenacity and their physicality outside of Jalen Brunson. And I would argue that you've seen that level of tenacity and physicality from the Cavs and the Heat, certainly, who maybe they don't have a Jalen Brunson. The Cavs do. Donovan Mitchell is good, if not better than Jalen Brunson. So, and they beat him in 5, people. The Celtics won both series in 5, and it was never really in doubt. So, this guy that they're going to see the Knicks and cry is on the same track as the Boston beat writers bitching about the Celtics. And I get the way they play blows. The way they play offense blows. But they're fucking talented, man. You can't get around the talent. Can you read them when you pull them up, Ray? So
absolutely. I was letting you finish your thought, then I was going to read it. Celtics beating injured teams. No Jimmy Butler, Terry Rozier. For the Cavs, no Mitchell. So basically,
good. Bring on another fucking injury team in the Knicks. How is that different? Keep them coming.
Yep.
Keep them fucking coming.
Yep, wake me up when the fucking Celtics go to the finals, because that's pretty much what's going to happen.
It's going to be an easy sweep if they play the Children's Hospital team of West Bridgewater. If it gets them a title, I don't care. I don't.
Those Celtic softies would probably lose to that team, so let those kids get the W, since that's the last thing they're going to get.
I don't care. The injury excuse for the Celtics, Jimmy Butler down. Sure, fine, you're right. I don't care. I don't care. The Knicks are different. Everybody else is everyone's injured on the Knicks too. So how is that
going to be funny? If we win a championship, is anyone going to look back in 3 years and be like, well, they fucking had an easy coast? No, they're going to say, oh, they fucking won in 2024. That's all they're going to say. They're not going to say how we got there. They're just going to say Jason Tatum finally did it. Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown finally did it. They got the monkey off their back. They finally won the championship, what they should have done last year when they fucking lost. Now they finally did it.
Yep, winning heals all. They do advance. This is the 6th time in 8 years they've made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. That's a little deceiving, because the first 4 of those were the Brad Stevens team. The first one was with Isaiah Thomas, and then you had the Kyrie edition Celtics,
the Gordon Hayward Kyrie Celtics.
Yeah, the goddamn soap opera. The only ones that you should really be looking at probably is, you can go to 2021. That year was an absolute disaster. The last year under Brad Stevens, we thought they were going to blow it up mid-season. They looked that bad and turned it around at the end of the year. 22, when they went into the finals, first year with Udoka, last year in the collapse against the Heat, and this year, I think, are your core true Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown rosters. You can argue 21. I'd give you 21 in that disappointment year, but where they missed the Eastern Conference Finals. So it's not as bad as saying they've made the Eastern Conference Finals 6 times in 8 years, only made the finals once, and don't have a championship. That's just a little bit deceiving when you look at it that way. However, from a fan perspective and a franchise perspective, it's great to have a team in it all the goddamn time, isn't it?
It is great.
I'd rather be a fan than a
And
Patriots fan.
to your
Yeah.
point, they've gone through a totally different one roster into a whole nother roster and still managed to have that success. So the team deserves a little bit of credit for that.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown was a rookie in that first year when they went up against the LeBron and the Cavs with the
yeah.
Isaiah Thomas,
Mm-hmm.
heroic run against the
King of the fourth.
Wizards, if you remember. His
Yep.
sister died, and he went on and dropped 54. And then Kelly Olynyk had the amazing game 7, and they went on to play the Cavs. That was that year. So Jaylen Brown's been there as a rookie, and then obviously heart and soul of the Celtics, Marcus Smart,
Who?
the fucking anchor that's been weighing them down for the past 6 chances to the
When do we get to do a victory lap on that one?
Oh yeah, I think we should right now.
I don't have my sports bra on though. My tits will fly everywhere.
I don't think we're allowed any victory laps until they win the championship, according to
Gotcha.
everybody else.
Gotcha.
Here's a guy that could take a victory lap. Al Horford, player of the game, game 5 for the Celtics, 22 points, 15 rebounds, 5 assists, but really just a massive impact, certainly on the defensive end. He ate Garland's lunch. Garland, a max player, Darius Garland, a max player. On the pick and roll, they were playing drop coverage, giving Horford one-on-one against Garland, which, by the way, I hate. Maybe the only guy in the league that you can do that against, apparently, because this kid Garland blows, or at least he blows in the playoffs. No balls, couldn't finish. Horford ate him up pretty much all night. So the defense really struggled when he was off the floor. The energy, that loose ball he threw off the Cavs player, getting the crowd hyped up. He was 0 for 10 from 3 going into the game. Finished, I don't know what his 3-point shooting was, but he missed his first couple, and then he started to bury him. He ended up with 22 points.
Could you say he's now the heart and soul of the Celtics?
No, I just think no, he's not. I'll tell you who the heart and soul of the Celtics is in a second. What Al Horford is a role model, a professional, a leader, the big brother in the room that guys get up for, that guys follow, the silent leader. He's someone that has been looked up to for a long time. And once in a blue moon, you can rely on him to have a game like this that help you get over the hump. And they have a lot of guys like that. Before I tell you who the heart and soul of the Celtics is, any thoughts on Al Horford's night?
Great.
Before I do that, just go ahead, Ray. And then before Bobby goes, I'd like to give him a quote.
No, I think it's great that Al Horford at 37 years old is just still doing it. And, he wants this championship more than anything else in the world right now. He just wants to go out on top, retire. Like, this is like the last crowning achievement of his NBA career. And he wants to go out on top. And I think all the guys are rallying around that, knowing that this is probably Al's win or lose. This is his last year. He's 37 years old. He's going to be calling into career soon. And to go out like that on a game clinching event like that's a great way for him to go.
Yeah, I think Al smelled blood in the water there. I mean, there's always that veteran that in the closeout game kind of steps up, leads, shows with energy, and kind of he knew the Cavs were dead in the water. So he knew if he could just lead the charge that he could just put them away, and he had himself a game and what could be his last great playoff performance.
Yeah, it very well might be. Joe Mazzulla, your guy, Bobby, said he was, quote, honored to coach him, end quote. Honored to coach him.
How old's Mazzulla?
Like 30,
38, 39?
He's
No,
like the
he's
same age.
younger.
Is he younger?
I think he's 35, 34, 35. Both of which are younger than us, by the way. Don't you look at Al Horford and go, what the fuck? How is that guy younger than me?
I hate that. I hate
35.
that shit.
Yeah, it sucks.
I know.
That sucks pretty bad. Just too corny, Mazzulla. Come on, man. You're honored to coach him. Fucking Jesus Christ, dude.
What
Like
coaching
Jeremy
does he
Swayman
provide
out
him?
there.
He's like, based off of the mathematics, I need you to do these things, Al. And he's
Yeah.
like, whatever, Joe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, hey, Al, let me put you in the most goddamn difficult position possible on defense all game.
I know. You're going to be at the top of the key switching on a guard.
Yeah.
Hey, he's been coming off the bench, though, so this is fine for him. He has his one little game.
Literally.
Hopefully, Porzingis comes back. So
He's
he
got
just
the
fucking rolled
oldest
him out
guy
there.
chasing
Yeah.
off of every hedging every fucking time.
Yeah, it's pretty unbelievable. We'll get there. Let me tell you who the heart and soul of the Boston Celtics is. It's Jason Tatum. Jason Tatum is your heart and soul of the Boston Celtics. Okay.
You've taken over a new leaf. I like it. I like it a lot.
Look, I just call it as I see it. Go ahead.
Well, I just wanted to make a comment. I had this point ever since last week when Ray said Derek White that he is him. He has fucking blown.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, fuck you, Bobby. Don't
He
fucking
has,
blow up my
though.
spot.
He had like single-digit scoring points in 2 games, and he played like okay last time.
I was waiting for
and
one
then
of you to
Tatum
fucking
is
say
flipped,
that.
who you also simultaneously criticized. So
I did
thank
not.
you.
I did not criticize
You're a
you.
goddamn
I said
bush,
that.
right?
You
I
said that
said
he
he didn't
wasn't
have to
him.
be a. I said no. He did not have to be the spotlight guy. He could be a facilitator. He doesn't have to be the leading scorer, leading all in the
That
box
was a
scores.
shot. You know, you
That's
meant
not a
that
shot.
as a shot.
No, it's not. I said that that's great for this team that he doesn't have to be
Fair
that
enough.
guy.
Before this game,
Don't put words in my mouth, Vine.
even in this game, this whole series, Derek White has looked like a fucking teapot ride, just twirling around in his own little area, bumping into his own players, into fucking lurch out there at Luke Cornett. No idea what to do on offense. No aggression. Like just he's looked.
Does he have a little bit of a tism there, Luke Cornett?
Missoula was too honored coaching Al Horford. He forgot to tell Derek White what to do.
Look, I still think if you put the ball in motion, you rotate it around, you're down by 2, and you get Derek White a 3-point shot with 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter, he'll bury it for the win. I still believe that. I believe that is more likely to happen than an ISO with Jason Tatum with 3 guys on him for a game to win. That is still true in my mind. However, this team, in very much intentionally, is 100% predicated on how well Jason Tatum plays. Do you watch the game when he's out? Do you watch their offense when he's out?
It blows.
It's unbelievably bad.
I was waiting for them. They were going on a run last night, and I'm like, why are you putting Tatum back in? You got to put Tatum back in because the offense just does not gel without Tatum on there. It's crazy.
They're just praying for corner threes is basically what it is.
Here's the offense, and this is not just Celtics. This is really most of the NBA. It's high pick and roll. You identify the switch, you identify the matchup, and then you put the best player against that matchup to then go one-on-one and dictate the defense, whether that's a step-back three-pointer or whether that's a driving kick or whether that's a drive to the hoop, look for the foul. It's like baseball. It's like the nerds have taken over. Those are your 3 outcomes: three-pointer, drive and foul, drive and kick. That's it. That's NBA offense. When the Celtics don't have Jason Tatum, when Tatum's on the bench and they move that to Jaylen Brown, starting that,
turnover.
It's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
Like they need to do something different when he's out of the game. But when he's in the game, all he's done in these playoffs is lead the team in scoring, lead the team in rebounds, lead the team in assists, have a block and a half a game, take on 1 through 5 on defense, and be the catalyst for their wins, whether that be from taking a back seat in the Heat series and letting Derek White go nuts and facilitating as a point guard, or identifying Derek White as a spinning teapot against the Cavs, and Al Horford going 0 for 10, and Jaylen Brown not being able to penetrate and going, okay, I need some buckets here, and going and getting buckets, even though he's shooting like 16% from 3. So he stopped shooting the 3, and then he goes 9 for 9 from the line the other night, from the free throw line.
Isn't that amazing, though? Like, Tatum didn't do that before. Tatum used to rely on that 3. It's very nice to see. It's very refreshing. He's driving to the basket, going for the contact, knowing that he's going to get fouled, and trying to get the and one, but he's making his free throws. It's a beautiful thing to watch right now, and I absolutely love it.
Well, it's my greatest point to my opening take is Tatum is still getting the criticism that he got rightfully last year for the things that we're talking about, although he's playing differently. He's not settling for 3-pointers. He's asserting himself physically. He's taking on he's not looking to get bailed out by the refs at the rim. He's still bitching quite a bit to the refs. Also, Tony Brothers, you fucking squid, that technical. Go fuck yourself, Tony Brothers. They won in spite of that asshole the other night. I don't have a problem with the way Jason Tatum's playing. I get you want to have a problem with their offense, and when it gets stagnant at times, I understand that. That's not a Tatum problem. That's a Missoula. That's a Stevens. That's a franchise problem. That's their philosophy. But you see what happens when it clicks. And they might go 4 minutes without getting a bucket, and then they go 2.5 minutes and they put up 19 points, and then they're up by 27. So this is the Celtics experience, people. This is it. Analyze what it is. Don't project from last year's results on what you think this year might be. Here's what it is. They're playing well. They're winning. It's never been in doubt. Jason Tatum's playing great. He's leading the team in every statistical category. The entire success of the playoffs has gone and will continue to go through him. Yeah. Stop bitching about him, please, for now, till they lose. Then we can bitch about him.
But if we don't, what do we do? What do we do all fucking summer long?
It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be pretty tough. Any final thoughts on that? Knicks Pacers don't play till Friday. We'll see what the results of that are. Everyone thinks the Knicks are only got 3-2 lead. Obviously, the odds are in their favor to come out of it, but I wouldn't be too sure. Like, this is the Knicks guy. They're struggling against the Pacers. What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
They haven't even beaten the Pacers yet. They can still fucking lose. I mean,
this is what's getting me so frustrated. It's not just locally, it's nationally. It's like this Celtics. Oh, they don't know what they're doing. So what? They made the Eastern Conference Finals again. They fucking suck. Nothing fucking matters. It's like everyone else is going to game sevens. They're walking through the fucking playoffs.
Rich, save your passion for when the Knicks beat Boston.
Okay, I'll save it. Save it in your mother's ass. All right. That's all I got. Let's throw over the headlines with the obvious one.
Thank you there, Richard. Let me get that going. The Boston Celtics punched their ticket to the Eastern Conference Final after another gentleman's sweep, this time to the Cleveland Cavaliers. Celtics now await the winner of the New York Knicks and Indiana Pacers. Wake me up for the finals, please. The Bruins are pulling a Bee Gees by staying alive in a Game 5 thriller down in Florida, beating the Panthers 2-1. You like that, bitch? Game 6 Friday night at the Garden, and it sounds as if Brad Marchand, captain of our Saviors, is good to go for Game 6. The Red Sox are still over 500 midway through May with a 22-21 record. With all the noise coming from the Garden, this team is quietly playing some impressive baseball. And finally, the NFL schedule release came out Wednesday, and it's quite possible that our New England Patriots could go 0-17. This has been Headlines with the Obvious One. Back to you there, Richard.
Excellent BG line. If I have to get angry again, your mother don't. I don't think that's possible. That's scientifically tough.
Oh, that's good though. Terrific comeback. I like that. Your mother don't have an ass. So
sounds like someone's settling. That's what that sounds like.
Well, I like how he made an ass reference about your mother when you said something about his mother by saying your mother doesn't have an ass.
It's very on brand for Simple Minds. Like just
I liked it. I liked it.
I don't dislike it either.
Joke for your own joke.
I like the comeback.
No. I do too. Or come on your mother's back, right? That's what I like.
All right, reading.
Right, I like the Bee Gees joke. That was good. Followed up with not great reading on the Bruins, although that was another, well written, poorly read.
I can hear you giggle. Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Could you please, for the love of God, get a fucking transition for after when you're done, so we just don't come right back into this. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, Rich. Whatever you need.
Quick little Bruins segment here, a little 5-minute segment. Bruins fight back on the verge of collapse. This is the first night, May 16th.
In 11 days.
In 11 days that we don't have a Boston playoffs game.
That's fucking crazy.
Pay attention to. So some catching up to do against the Bruins all the way back to Game 3. The big news out of that one was the Sam Bennett sucker punch on Brad Marchand, knocked him out, put him into concussion protocol. Raymond, I told you, and I'm saying Raymond specifically because Bobby, I know you don't give a shit.
That's correct.
Raymond, I told you that melee at the end of Game 2, where the Bruins tried to fight after every goal, after every shitty play that they had, made them look like idiots, made them look like pussies because they lost every fight, and would not be a benefit to them going into Game 3. It just did not give me any warm and fuzzies. I thought it was dumb by them. I thought it was poor poise. They didn't show any poise. They got their asses kicked on the ice, on the scoreboard, and then they tried to make up for it with their fisticuffs, and they got their shit pushed in. And then lo and behold, Game 3, big bad Sam Bennett comes out and sucker punches your captain, knocks him out for the foreseeable future. You get your ass kicked in Game 3. and that was the immediate result. Obviously, there's a fight back coming, but any thoughts on Game 3?
Game 3,
And
no.
punch.
In the sucker punch, no.
Yeah.
It is what it is. It's playoff hockey. Brad Marchand said it best. I have a clip for you to play, if you don't mind, Richard.
Please.
Paying it back.
No, I mean that's part of the game. I mean, it's part of playoffs. People don't want to say it, but part of playoffs is trying to hurt every player on the other team, and the more guys you take out, the more advantage your team has. And people don't say that, but that's just a fact of the game. And so every time you step on the ice, someone's trying to hurt someone, and that's just how it goes in playoffs. And any time you can get an advantage on a team, it's going to help your team win. And that's part of the benefit of having a physical group, and that's why you see teams go the distance with big D core and physical teams. And it's why you rarely see teams that are small and skilled go far, because they get hurt. Well, that's part of it.
Great clip, Ray.
Hence why the Bruins aren't going to go far, because they're not the big bad Bruins. They're the finesse team. They're the smaller team, and the Florida Panthers are that big bad team, and they're going out for blood, and they're trying to hurt all of our players, and they're mission accomplished right now.
Was that clip representative of how most hockey players speak? Because he sounded mildly retarded.
He got concussed.
Yeah,
I'm aware.
He's concussion. Look, Bobby, first of all, that was awesome hockey speak from, and yeah,
It was very honest, and I'll give him that.
Most of them are brain dead, and that's why we like that sport, because it's one of the major 4 sports that have yet to be corrupted by big money. There are still fucking lunatics out there that just want to go out there and play, which is what you should really love about hockey, especially playoff hockey.
That point. I like that.
His reference to the big, no, I lost the quote. I don't know if you can. There's a big decor in there that I was gonna completion, and your mom and Ray, and I can't pull it all together. Thank you, Brad Marchand, for those comments. That's exactly what you should say. Although it's not what the Bruins did in Game 4. They tried to come out. They challenged everybody under the sun to a fight to make up for the Brad Marchand thing. They tried it in Game 3 to make up for the Pasternak thing. Not their game. You just said it, Ray. It's not their game. Stop trying to go out there and fight people. But they put up a fight. Sorry for the pun. In Game 4, until the egregious goalie interference call that was not called. That was the talk of the hockey world for 2 days. Unless you're listening to fucking trolls and idiots like Felger and Maz trying to tell you that it was a 50-50 call and they don't have a problem with that not being a penalty. Everybody and their mother knew that was a goddamn goalie interference call, which, on the surface changed the complexion of the game, which changed the complexion of the series. You're talking about a 2-2 series versus the 3-1 series. There's no guarantee the Bruins would have went on to win that game, but it certainly didn't fucking help. Our own Queen was on the Facebook telling us that was not the reason they lost the game. They only had 5 shots in the third period that game. That game, so probably had something to do with it. But it's hard to get away from a call like that in a situation like that, in a series like that.
Yeah, I mean, that was a bullshit call. I mean, he basically, Coyle got pushed over onto Swayman, and he was in the crease, and then they got the easy goal. I believe, I'm not joking, it was Rule 69 that is nice. Goalie interference. Yeah, nice. Mm-hmm. That was goalie interference. So basically, if you go down all the rule book, 69, basically it's goalie interference. Clear cut.
Another example of replay not working in sports. Get rid of it.
Oh, I agree.
Get rid of it. We move on to Game 5, where the Bruins make their comeback. Charlie McAvoy, welcome to the playoffs, Charlie. Chucky comes up with a game winner on probably the prettiest goal of the playoffs, at least from the Bruins. Just a silky, picture perfect setup and play from a team effort. Charlie Coyle dumping that off to McAvoy, goes top down. They fucking review that for a goalie interference, and all of Boston would have rioted if they called it. They didn't. Eventually becomes the game winner, but they did everything in their power to throw that fucking game away too. Raymond, even literally again with the last seconds remaining in the game, gave up a wide open shot that Jeremy Swayman, the the human fucking brick wall that is Jeremy Swayman in these playoffs stopped to get the win to make it a 3-2 series.
Jeremy Swayman is having the playoffs of his life right now. He is single-handedly keeping the Bruins alive right now. And for that, his offense, his defense isn't fucking cooperating with him. They're just doing everything they can to fucking make his life a living hell. And Jeremy Swayman is just playing like on his head. He's on his head most nights, just fucking keeping this game alive. And I fucking commend that man. Get Allmark out of here. Get whatever you can for Allmark next year, but get this man out of here. Swayman is the guy. He is showing that through this playoffs, and he should be rewarded.
Yeah, if you want to look ahead, Swayman's definitely made the case that Allmark is replaceable.
Absolutely.
We'll see if they do that. But
Felger said it best though. You don't need 2 goalies in the playoffs. You need 1 goalie to be fucking phenomenal, and Jeremy Swayman has been that guy. You don't need 2.
And here's what I'll tell you. We can talk about the offseason, but what I'll tell you is that $5 million that Allmark is making this year could have helped pay for a top 6 centerman that would have helped the offense make Jeremy Swayman's Tim Thomas run actually mean something. Because right now, not only is Hampus useless fucking Lindholm continuing to suck, to your point, from the decor and the Bruins, although they played a little better. They actually started.
They did play a little better the other night, yeah.
Zone. But you can't go 2 periods and have 12 shots on the goal. There's clearly a lack of skill in that front 6 from the Bruins, and their inability to get the puck on goal is clear. And yeah, sure. Looking forward, can you turn Allmark into a top 6 guy to help that? You would think so. It's not going to help them this series. They got Friday night, Game 6 at the Garden, which is just prime fucking pants shitting opportunity, letdown city for the fucking Bruins. Just
at
get
home.
To you at home. They fight their way back in the series. Brad Marchand coming back after a concussion, after a sucker punch. Place is going to be absolutely electric. 4-1 Panthers win going to these.
It reminds me of St. Louis, the Stanley Cup with St. Louis. Someone's going to score a goal like in the first 2 minutes, and then, this game's fucking over. Go home.
Over. Yeah,
enjoy your fucking weekend, boys. The game's over.
Not a chance in hell they're going to win that game.
Nope.
Okay, there's your Bruins. Bobby, final thoughts on the Bruins?
Go Panthers.
Okay, quick break. Ooh.
I got my balls to my butthole, yeah. Oh my God, what did I do? I can't take a dump, 'cause now my balls are blocking up my butthole. Fool me once.
Very Max Strus of you there, Bobby.
And that guy's a cunt.
That guy's a cunt.
Mm-hmm.
Walking into the goddamn Celtics game with a Panthers
reason why you got
jersey on
fucking
from Chicago.
Yeah, reason why you got cut from the Celtics, bitch tits. Keep that Panthers jersey on.
Yeah, there's we like a real solid level of cuntiness when it comes to our players, but there's some unwritten rules. You don't just go wearing out of sport the other team's jersey to your opponent's arena. That's just cheesy and dumb. And
you think tacky. Luke Cornett knew what the fuck was going on when he saw that guy with a Panthers jersey on?
Luke Cornett, actually, if you do some deep dive into the Celtics interviews, has some wit. He's like
don't ruin my fucking joke. Don't ruin my joke. You shut the fuck up.
It was a bad joke. Speaking of jokes, Patriots mini camp, rookie camp started.
Great segue. Great fucking segue. Yeah.
Thank you. Where's fucking Nick's boy on that? How about a compliment, you hating bitch? Rookie mini camp starts. All eye on May, Mr. Drake May, number 3 overall. I got some quotes here for you from from head coach Gerard Vibes Mayo. Do you want to hear him?
Sure.
You want to hear how fucking excited Gerard is about the future of the franchise?
Sure.
Let's let it rip. Solo, please, Raymond. Right here. Thank you. Quote. This is from Gerard Mayo. Quote, look, he has a lot to work on. A lot to work on. But I have no doubt that he will put the time in, Mayo said via team transcripts. You didn't see him out here yesterday, but he was here all night trying to get on the same page as everybody else. That's good. I said that. Quote, it's been good. I think kind of the first day. This is from May now. Switching gears. I think it's been good. I think it's kind of from the first day, just feeling it out, just getting more and more reps. May said that's all something new takes, getting more reps at it. I feel pretty good out there today, so just have to keep working. I'll stop. Oh, here's the other one from Mayo. When it comes to the coaching staff, Mayo told reporters before practice that offensive coordinator Alex Van Pelt will be the lead guy from the coaching staff responsible for working with the quarterbacks on a day-to-day basis. Quote, there has to be a balance there. You don't want Drake hearing too many voices, Mayo explained. Once again, that's why I'm saying Alex Van Pelt will be the lead guy as far as communication with Drake. Okay. So here's the two pieces I took out of that. First, if you remember before the draft, when asked about Drake May, Gerard Mayo's comments were something of, look, he's got a real high ceiling, but he's also got a real low floor. He's got a real long way to go. That was Gerard Mayo's opinion on Drake May going into it. Now asked about it, he says he's got a lot of work to do, a lot of work, but he's got to put the time in, and he's putting the time in. That's the first piece. Gerard Mayo is not sold on Drake May.
It wasn't his guy. That wasn't his guy. He didn't want Gerard. He didn't want Drake May. He wanted JJ McCarthy.
Gerard Mayo doesn't know a goddamn thing about offense. He doesn't know what the hell he's talking about or what he's doing. And he might even have like the correct view of things, but when he speaks, he's so annoying. He was probably just doing normal coach speak, saying, hey, he's got a lot to work on. We all got a lot to work on. It's the first day, blah, 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 blah. He could have just been doing that. But to your point, Rich, he came off as not high on May.
Yeah. No, you're probably very right. Bobby, like
you fucking asshole.
My apologies. Yeah, he my opinion on Gerard Mayo is very low. He's got a long way to come. The other piece of that is we don't want too many voices in Drake May's ear. Is a direct, not shot, maybe not shot, but a direct.
It's a shot.
Response from the experience with Bill Belichick and Mac Jones. Direct. And this has been a trend going on basically since they got rid of Bill and Brown and Mayo. They've just been throwing Belichick under the fucking bus from that moment forward.
He was obviously the problem.
Obviously the problem.
Obviously
I'll give you some stats on how big of the problem Bill Belichick was here in a second.
Can I ask you a question real quick before you go further?
Go ahead.
What kind of leash do you think that Gerard Mayo has? Like, how far do you think he can go being a shitty team? Meaning, like, if you go less than 5 wins for 3 years in a row, do you think he will keep his job?
I think he's got a minimum of, I think he has the normal minimum of 2 years. This year, unless he, like Urban Meyer, kicks the kicker and gets caught fucking a waitress in a restaurant, he gets this year, even if they win another 4 games, but he'd have to show improvement next year.
How dare you? He's worked in the private section for the crafts. They don't hire that kind
which is the only reason why he has this job. He's wholly unqualified.
Which is also the reason why he'll be here for 3 years.
You think 3 years, no matter what?
It's because it's his guy. It's their guy. They're going to give him 3 years. They might fire Van Pelt. They might blow out the whole building, but Mayo will be here for 3 years, probably maybe 4.
So you think no matter what, he'll be here, but everyone else will go.
2 wins, like unless it's truly a absolute train wreck, which I don't think it will be. But if they're in like 5-6 wins like that, and they're in that 4, it's Mayo's. He's got a leash. He's got a long leash.
So?
It's their guy. It's their guy. They put their neck out. They fired Bill fucking Belichick for this guy. He has to work for them. He has to work. They're going to give him a long runway. I have the let me see this. I don't even remember what this says. So let me just read it and see if it is worth talking about. Mayo is expected to be working with Van Pelt. Mayo is expected to be working closely with offensive coordinator. Nope, never mind. This copied and pasted in different sections. I can't even fucking read it.
Simple minds.
Oh, wait, no, it's just 2 paragraphs. I can do this. Mayo is expected to be working closely with offensive coordinator Alex Van Pelt, with Mayo saying Saturday that he wants OC's voice to be the lead among them, and the quarterback-focused coaching is helping May develop. Then, this is from May now. Quote, Van Pelt played the position. He coached a lot of different quarterbacks. He understands it. And that's the best thing you want to see from a coach, May said. He doesn't expect anything right away. He knows that there's going to be a growing side, a mental side to it. So he's understanding, but also if you're not doing your job right, he's going to tell you. So there's a little piece on Alex Van Pelt. I also read something today from Jacoby Brissett that said, May's texting me about cadences and blah, 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 blah. There's mostly positive reporting coming out of Drake May and what he looks like in camp outside of I think Karen Garegian called it the, quote, fix Drake May's shitty feet. Maybe that might be a little bit off.
Yeah, you just threw it in your little,
No, I'm pretty sure the headline was mission fix Drake May's shitty feet problem.
The whole media they are like all anti Drake May. This poor guy, they're all saying he needs to be fixed. He's 21. He just has to get back. He is not broken.
Yeah. Well, and he addressed the footwork thing too, and he pushed back on it. He's like, yeah, look, a lot of that's just rhythm and getting used to the different offense and the cadence and getting into rhythm and things like that. And I think there's only been one practice that the media has been able to watch, and the
was
report
it like 1 hour of one practice where
the report on that was from Drake May specifically. Good arm, a lot of zip. Some passes were good, some passes were not so good. None were egregious.
Didn't he go 36 for 39 or something like that in that scrimmage that they had? Like it was a 7v7 or something like that.
Something, yeah. Who knows?
But you know what you talk about is shitty. They talk about his shitty feet, but yet it doesn't matter because you don't have a left tackle. So you could have shitty feet, you could have dink toes, you could look like Bill Gately. It doesn't matter. You're going to get annihilated when you go on the field without a dink toes is when your feet go like this. And if you don't have a left tackle, you are going to be running for your life all game long for 17 games.
Do not think the Patriots beat guys are doing? I think that they are
reverse psychology.
I think they're holding the Patriots' water a little bit and tampering the fans' expectation of Drake May because they have no intention whatsoever of starting this kid to start the season.
Good. Don't.
And they're pushing this Joe Milton fucking experience from Tommy Curran and how awesome he looks with the long ball and how great his arm is. Except he looks like Billy Madison playing dodgeball when it comes to any throw under 6 yards, just fucking
pelting people,
pelting
right up their chin, right
up their face. I suck it, bitch. Catch this.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Yeah, I think the exact quote was, it wasn't exactly that Milton was missing receivers. It was just they were just flying off their hands because he was zipping them in there at 107 miles an hour. I think that was Karen Garegian too. I've been quoting her precisely pretty much all night. I think that's my conspiracy theory. I think that the beat writers are holding the Patriots' water because they know that Jacoby Brissett is starting week 1, so they are tamping down the expectations for Drake May. He's not ready yet. So fucking keep it in your pants, Boston. He's coming later.
Like your mother.
There you go. Has your opinion changed at all on Mr. May since drafted the night, the draft night where we all booed the pick to now?
No, you got to wait for training camp. You got to wait for preseason to actually see him out there against another team, against another 11 players on defense to see how this guy actually is going to turn out. Until then, it's just one of those things where you're just going to say, hey, whatever you see on the scrimmages and training camp, it's just whatever it is.
My opinion is that I'm here to support him. And I like the idea of the Patriots having this style of quarterback.
Yeah, Bobby, great. I'm glad you support him.
Oh, that's nice.
Where do you support him? Right in the groin area? You just fucking put your 2 hands right by his groin?
That's where I support your mother.
We're reaching quota, boys. We're reaching quota.
That was a layup.
Yeah, it was pretty easy.
I couldn't have not done that.
Like your mother.
Okay.
Yeah, you always push it, Ray. Into the.
Sorry, baby. Go ahead, Bobby. Go ahead. You're supporting Drake May.
I'm in support of what the Patriots are also doing at the quarterback position. We went from 2 of the dweebiest, weakest quarterbacks in Zappy and Mac Jones to literally the opposite. And if Milton is a backup, That's fine. He's just an athlete that can just go out there and maybe win a game by slinging it 80 yards, whatever. But Drake May, whatever they do with them, I think it's undersold the difference in professional development over college. In college, they can only do football 20 hours a week, and 10 of it's probably conditioning and them just fucking off. So now he'll have 60 hours a week or whatever it is of professional development. He could probably get there much sooner than you think. And it just depends on what the hell they want to do with the season. If they want to try and win, or if they're just going to shut it down and then, like we're saying, not spend this money and then go all in next year.
Yeah, interesting take. You really think college football pertains to only 10 hours a week or whatever?
Yeah, come on, Bobby.
No. How they only have a certain amount of time that they can actually schedule. And really, my point is that how much are they doing it working on individual skills, like was what Drake May needs.
Look, the original question, has your opinion changed in Drake May? Mine's moving probably from a bias that I want them to be good. So I'm willing.
Yeah, that's 100% easy way to put it. I want him to be good.
Yeah, I'm willing my opinion to the point of
you're hopeful.
This kid looks okay. Like he's got that mild Gronky retarded look to him. So I think that
I like that about him.
Yeah, that it is.
We're just dropping the hard R's nowadays. Huh?
I've been watching a lot of Turtle Boy on this Karen Reed case, and he drops the R every other fucking word. So I feel like if he can do it, we can do it.
Based off the Tom Brady roast, you can say stuff now.
Oh yeah. We're moving in the other direction here. We're moving in the other direction. Yeah. So it's it's all about the cadence, and it's all about
it's just about if you have to if it's natural to you, it's okay. That's just how I talk.
Yeah. And it's also true. Drake May has that. He's got that fucking Neanderthal fucking look to him, which is perfect as a football player.
Yeah.
It's perfect. It's perfect.
Agreed.
So I want to believe that it and there's a piece of me that's like, fuck, if this kid's ready, let's throw him out there. Like if he's got the talent, he's going to be more. But the realist in me goes, no, just like the long term to be good, keep him on the bench. Let Big Back Player go out there and get you 6-7 wins and beat the
Let Joe Milton go out there and get you the first pick.
There you go. All right, we're going to skip the other stuff because that 6-7 wins I just talked about is probably way overestimating it. The schedule did come out, Ray. Tuck away that Langevin for a second.
It's tucked.
We're not going to go over the schedule. We'll do win-losses down the line here as football gets closer to starting. I am going to give you the Vegas numbers, though, to end this segment because they're astonishing.
Yep. Woof.
Or depressing, however you want to look at it. According to the Vegas Insider, of the 17-game schedule this year for the New England Patriots, the New England Patriots are favored in exactly 0 games. Not a one. Not a one are they favored to win. And somehow they still have an over-under win total of 4.5 from the same Vegas Insider. Tell me how that works better. I don't
understand that.
I think they actually have an outside shot to start off the season well. If they're going to be a good team, listen to me. Listen to me. Burrow hasn't played, and the first game of the year, no matter what, is always competitive. Eagles, Patriots last year, always competitive. So that's a team anyone can win. The Seahawks, they're not a great team. They have a new coach in Geno Smith. And then it's the Jets. If the team is going to be good, they need to win those games. That's my point.
Well, let me stop you on that thought process real quick because they're not going to be good. They're going to blow. and Big Black Hoyer has an over-under of 6. That's his top mark. So you're looking at probably 5, maybe 4. Depending on when, not if, but when Aaron Rodgers completely goes off the fucking deep end, then
he already is a couple more.
Already is.
You sneak that Jets win in there, maybe later in the season, and
I'll go later in the season. Yeah, that first Thursday night game, they're definitely gonna lose.
They probably clear the Vegas 4.5 because Aaron Rodgers is a lunatic. We'll get back to that. Then finally, to finish this out, one primetime game, Ray, Thursday night, the mandatory Thursday night game against Aaron Rodgers said Jets, unless you count the 9:15 a.m. A perfect excuse to drink beers in the morning.
Tuck it away game that nobody has to watch.
Love that shit. Love it.
What, Bobby? Sorry.
I said it's the 9:30 tuck it away game so that nobody has to watch it. Let's sneak the Jaguars and Patriots out of here.
I think it's a very popular game, actually, though. I mean, I think you could consider that a primetime game. People love the 9:30 game.
I love it.
It's a standalone game. It's a standalone game.
Yeah. I watch every 9:30 London game.
Yeah,
they're
they're
awesome. They're fucking
Because
awesome.
when you have a beer in your hand and your wife goes, why are you drinking? Football's
Yeah.
on. It's football. Why wouldn't I be watching?
Yeah. No, excuse. Not an excuse. Reason. Reason. Perfectly acceptable.
Yeah.
Okay. We're over. But
accept that sort of back talk. I think less of you.
Sorry, Harrison. I forgot.
I just want to give the stat of the day. It's been floating around the internet. Some people have probably heard it before. Don't stop me if you have. But of the AFC title winners, I don't know how to phrase this. In the
AFC East.
AFC East division. Sorry, you're right. AFC East division winners. Where now you've
already
know the answer here. The question would be, where do the Jets rank? There are 4 teams in the AFC East. Where do the Jets rank in AFC titles? Most people would guess maybe 4th. You're putting it out there. The answer is 5th, which is just
the Colts.
Great. A great fucking stat. The Colts were in the AFC East until the year 2000, and when they when the NFL brought some expansion teams on, or they realigned,
yeah, where they added the 4th division.
Yep, and the Colts, the Indianapolis Colts, have more AFC East titles than the Jets do. Since that time, 24 years.
Relegation, baby. We need to bring relegation back.
In a division of 14.
Not now, we could get relegated.
Yeah. Wait for that.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, there you go. There's your football. We're late, per usual. We're gonna move it over to this or that with Chief Bobby.
Yeah, I like keeping them secret now. That way you guys can't see and get any preparation.
Nice.
I like
this needs to be a little bit of a speed round because the Simple Minds of the Week is pretty good.
Glorious.
Yeah. No, and I don't want, you know what? Scratch what I just said. Remove that from the record. I don't want to taint a segment. Okay, so if it should deserve what it deserves. All right.
Well done. All right. First one. Keep Belichick and whatever he would have done this offseason, or keep what's already happened thus far.
Keep Belichick.
You fucking snip-snapping douchebag, right? You snip-snapping douchebag.
He asked a question. I answered. Right off the tops.
I know, and I'm criticizing your answer because it is
what's your answer?
And the exact opposite of what you said all season.
What's your answer?
I have moved on. I have moved on to the positivity aspect of the Patriots. I have moved on to what loser franchises do. They hope and then they lose. So give me Mayo and the Wolf Pack and Drake May and his shitty feet. Let's go.
Collaboration and vibes.
Yeah, give me the vibes, baby.
All right. Green beans or asparagus?
Asparagus.
Green beans. What are you guys fucking high?
No, you're
asparagus are shit.
No, give me about 30 more minutes.
Grilled asparagus is the answer there.
I haven't had grilled asparagus until you made it up at your camp, and now it's the only way I eat it now.
My camp?
Oh, yeah, at your mother's house.
My mother's house?
I didn't want to say your mother's house, but your camp. Yeah.
That was the first time you ever had grilled asparagus? What are you, asshole?
Yep. Yes.
You've led a sheltered life. You only normally eat them out of a can.
No, my parents never made it. I like it.
No vegetables in the
green beans.
Lots of starch. No vegetables.
Yeah,
if
just
it's
like
green,
that,
get
just like that
out.
fridge. That fridge of a pantry you have where it was all just shitty starch.
Yeah, nothing but
fuck up. At least there's peanut butter there, you motherfucker.
I'm with you with the peanut butter.
Thank you.
Have another peanut butter sandwich. I think the Wonder Bread's going bad, Raymond. Shut up, Ma. I'm fat.
Do I got diabetes, Ma? No. Go ahead, Robert.
God tier knees, but you're in the Navy, or weird buckled knees and not in the Navy.
Give me the Navy. Give me the Navy and the GI Bill and free college and everything. 4 years just circling the
Being in the
globe.
Navy sounds great. You're just fit. You know all these dudes. You got all
Yeah,
these
you got great
friends.
fucking
No
knees.
bills. You're getting paid, but you have all this shit that's just there for you. You have all these skills that you get to leave with. It could be
How
a
many
career
times a
if you
week?
wanted.
How many times
Yeah.
a day do you think about me not making the Navy?
Imagine going to the Navy. You know
This
what?
has been a lot.
You get to
This has been
see
brought
the
up a lot.
fucking world. You
You
get to
see the
see
fucking
the world.
Yeah. And, to think that the only thing that would stop you from doing that would be shitty knees. That'd be tough.
Next, Bobby. What do you got next?
Always wear a
Ray
slightly
was kicked out of the
clothes.
Navy for having shitty knees. If anyone didn't get that or doesn't know. I always forget that people that sometimes watch, there are people that watch this that don't know us. So we have to make things clear. Ray got kicked out of the Navy immediately for having shitty fucking knees.
So hold on. He actually got in, then they looked at his knees and said, "Get out."
Yeah. Right.
Next one, Robert. Robert, what's the next question?
Always wear slightly wet clothes or always have swamp ass.
Ooh, swamp ass. I always have swamp ass anyway, and slightly wet clothes sucks. I hate that. I
Yeah,
actually
I'm
hate
used to having a wet bum bum.
Yeah.
Yeah. Give me the mud butt.
Die and come back as a ghost or get haunted by ghosts the rest of your life.
Ooh,
Die and
dying.
come back as a ghost.
Dying
Come
ghost,
on.
dying.
That's
Now, when you say haunted, do you mean like spooky and it sucks all the time, or
you have a friend for life.
yeah, you have like cool Casper boys?
No, they want to fuck with you.
No.
Then
No, that's
I
an
want to
easy
die
answer.
and come back. I want to
Yeah.
die and come back.
Easy answer. I don't want to be fucked with all the time.
I think ghosts are like the original trolls. They just haunt you, above you, always fucking with you.
You can't double negative on fictitious characters and like
No.
trolls and ghosts, and
Yeah.
Well, by troll, I mean
wanna
like
haunt
the,
shit out of you.
the
I get
verb
it.
of trolling.
I understand.
Who would you want to
Well-
haunt though? A quick question, sidebar. Who would you haunt though?
I would haunt anyone and everyone, but mostly people that generally irritate me. Probably Joe Mazzulla.
Perfect.
Just on the bench, call timeout, dickhead.
I know. Hey, there's a whiteboard right there. I bet you can't use it, queer. Yeah.
Boo.
All right.
Perfect.
Have to heat your house with a wood fireplace or no AC in the summer.
Oh, wood fireplace. I love a
Yeah.
wood fireplace.
Wood
I
fireplace then.
very much like a wood fireplace.
It is a special kind of heat, and not have in summer not having sweating in your own house like some sort of heathen is not possible.
Now, there's a soul heat from a wood fireplace is a job. You got to keep that.
That's a
bitch
lot of
going.
work.
And overnight, and things get chilly. But
You're not even talking about chopping the wood. I mean, that's the
You got to
process
chop
in
the
itself.
wood. You got to haul
chop
it in. You got to
Think of
start. You
the-
got to keep the fire
think
going.
of the shape it'd be in.
better than
I'm okay
this.
with that.
Better than this. Come on.
Hardly, Ray. Hardly. I mean,
you.
barely better than what you got going on right now.
Thank you.
Barely.
Thank you.
Live with a dog that's always wet or a cat that never stops meowing.
Fuck cats. Give me the
I
wet dog.
hate cats. Give me a dog. You can give me a retarded dog, and I'd fucking take it over a cat.
All right. The
hate cats.
floodgates are fucking open here, boys. Jesus Christ! It is still 2024. We can't go back to 1998. All right.
I have a dog
Fuck, we
and a
can't.
cat, and
Well,
the
I don't
dog
wanna go to
always
98.
bites the cat, and it's awesome.
I have a dog and a cat. My cat is mildly retarded, and
It is.
but that's true. That is a
It is
fact.
true.
Neurologically, she is mentally unstable and blind. And
I've
my
gotten
dog
high at
is
Rich's house, and
fantastic.
we watched that thing try to fucking jump from like the counter to the couch. Never makes it. And
Nope,
I did
not
the
gonna
whole
happen.
fucking time.
She hops like a bunny. It's a cat. It hops like a bunny without really a decent sized tail, and is blind, so she does it in circles, in half circles, and just
I love
fucking whips around.
Yeah, my cat's just not bothered by violence. Just doesn't bother him.
You strike me as a cat guy, Vine.
No, I hate cats. They're
no.
I hate cats.
You feel like an evil asshole that sits in a chair and strokes a pussy. Like just
Cats
How
are
many
terrible.
cats? How many cats do you have? One.
Me?
Yeah.
One.
Grant has two.
Well,
Remember the time that his wife said, "If
I
you
always
don't
thought of it as
answer
one
the
of the
phone,
gays.
if you don't answer the phone, I'm going to let the cats out in the wild." When we're up at your. That's why we had to go to Walmart.
Yeah, we once were at my mom's house, which at one point was a family kind of cabin, and there's no service up there, no cell phone service, and we were just hanging out. And Grant was either newly married or something was going on, and couldn't get in touch with his wife. And So we had to go to the local Walmart, get on the Wi-Fi, and the message that came in was, "Hey, if you don't answer your phone, I'm letting your cats out into the woods." We tried to get his phone. We tried to get his phone and throw it into the river, but
Didn't work.
Fuck those cats.
yeah, cats suck anyway.
I hate cats.
Indoor pool or outdoor kitchen?
Ooh, nice one.
Outdoor kitchen.
I go outdoor
Obviously-
kitchen.
Obviously, Ray, we got you. No problem. Get it?
You son of a bitch.
I'm gonna also agree, though. Yeah,
Thank you.
Pools in general are overrated.
yeah. I'm not a big pool guy.
Nope. Sleeping with socks on or no socks?
No socks.
No socks.
No socks.
Oh, thank God! I thought one of you,
You a
fucking
serial
losers
killer or
was gonna sleep
something?
with
Yeah,
Jesus.
this
socks.
is the sociopath test. This is
Oh my God!
That's what that
People that
was,
sleep
yeah.
with socks need to be shot immediately. They're I can't even stand it.
I only wear underwear for the children. They come moseying in the bedroom. You know, you don't need that type of mental thing. Therapist bills later in your life would be out of control. So no, get everything off me.
Get it off. Last one. Hide the fact that you set a machine on fire at work, or own up to it like a man.
Raymond,
I didn't do it. I didn't do it. I was in the other building. It wasn't me.
arson's a felony, but also pretty cool.
Yeah, it wasn't me though. It was fucking cool.
It's
Fire,
like I'm
but it
tired of
wasn't me.
fucking plumbing this machine.
Nah, it wasn't me, man. It wasn't
Yeah.
me.
How nervous did you get when you read the word verb that you had to figure out what that meant?
I dictionaried it. Don't worry.
Okay. I have no opinion. I've never done either.
I mean, if this was you and you set it on fire, you obviously hide it.
No, I would fucking tell you. I'd admit to it, but it wasn't me.
Oh, I'm not saying that you did it. I'm saying in a hypothetical situation, if somebody
Oh,
set
yeah,
it
yeah,
off.
yeah. Yeah, I'd admit it. I'd be like, yeah, it was me. Burn, baby, burn.
No. You hide that because obviously it's
I-
arson, and you go to jail or whatever.
Oh, yeah, it's a felony. Yeah, gotcha.
Deny.
Deny, accuse. Well, there you go. That was the last one.
Yep.
Excellent. It did deserve every second it got. Lastly, we'll end the show with a riveting Simplest Minds of the week.
Oh, back to school to prove to Dad that I'm not a fool.
But I will say, I don't know if you can tell by looking at me, I do have family members with Down syndrome. It almost got me. I dodged it, but it nicked me. Bit of a day walker myself.
Are you stupid or something? I'm as stupid as stupid does.
All right, let's kick this off strong with one Aaron Rodgers, the New York Jets starting quarterback, Hall of Fame NFL quarterback, slowly morphing into the latest version of Kyrie Irving. Aaron Rodgers did an interview for some reason with Tucker Carlson. Nothing to promote, nothing to go, just going in for a chat. And out of that chat came one quote, something around the likes of, from Aaron Rodgers, I don't watch porn. I totally do not have porn on my computer. I don't have anything kinky, nothing weird, which is code for I'm not a child porn watcher. And Tucker Carlson followed that up with, of course you would not have porn on your computer. Of course not. That would be crazy. That would be crazy to watch porn. Ray? I'd
love to see Joe Biden give an interview where he can speak on the history of the United States in the same way that Putin talked about the history of his country.
Now that clip went viral on X. One user criticized Rodgers, writing, quote, "The people who claim to be American patriots sure do spend an awful lot of time disparaging our nation while praising our enemy." Another supported Rodgers' take, writing, quote, "As an American, I second that motion." Rodgers also took the opportunity to criticize the new direction of the left. Let's watch.
Now to even question the government, you're some like right-wing conspiracy, crazy tinfoil hat wearer, which is wild because it seems like the left has gone so far left, and anybody right of that, there's no center anymore. That's according to the left. You're a right winger unless you're so far on the left. The left used to be a party of Occupy Wall Street, of course, and free speech and rights for everybody. Now they're the ones beating the drums on the.
All right. Sorry, you jumped the gun on that, Ray.
I did.
I wanted your opinion as the resident porn guy on Aaron Rodgers' thoughts.
He's lying. He's lying. Of course,
No
he has
shit,
porn.
he's fucking lying.
Of course, he has porn on his fucking phone.
Either that, or if he doesn't, then he's got some much weirder shit. Like anybody who would just
what do you think it is?
It's like bestiality, like that's where my mind goes. Or he just like kills cats, like skins cats or something.
Or he puts his cats in a microwave.
He's got a lot of money though, so he's probably into weirder stuff that we can't even
shit that we don't even know about. Yeah,
Epstein type of shit, you know.
Like Bill would be able to
into
figure
like
it out,
something ritualistic.
Yeah.
Something like where one of these like weird like these old groups. What's the word? Cults. Like one of these cultist rituals.
Yeah, he's done the ayahuasca thing.
You think he sacrifices something?
There's no way he dated that Woodley girl, the actress. And
I thought we were talking about the witch.
Is she still in Peru?
Oh, and he dated the witch.
Is she still in Peru?
Ooh. Yeah, he left her. The last time he heard of her, she was stuck in Peru under government constraints. Bobby, good call. Yeah, he's into some weird ritual shit. He probably doesn't watch porn anymore. He probably gets off on weird fucking.
Probably have people over to enact his sick fantasy.
Yeah. He's got all the money that God can, he can do whatever the fuck he wants. So he did that thing. And then he went into the political thing, which is, where he lives now in the sphere of alarmists and conspiracy theorists and right-wing nut job. We don't do politics on the show. Okay. We don't do politics on this show, but the Putin thing, fuck off, man. Like, come on. Let me just reread the quote. Putin came off as an interesting, thoughtful, smart individual. And if you read 1984, this is immediately where you go to Kyrie. I'm smarter than you. You didn't read it. I know you didn't read it. And I probably listened to the fucking YouTube clip of it. If you read 1984, the base game plan of government control is you have an enemy and you have to slander that enemy regardless if you know anything about them, Rogers said. What do you think fucking Putin does to his entire goddamn country? What do you think he does? The West is killing you. We have to go fucking murder them. What do you think he's doing? You dumb shit. Whether you think that's true about America or not and our government, which can be debated, it's not debatable against Russia, which has a state fucking media television that is murdering people. Fuck you, Aaron Rodgers. We don't do
in 94. It's like Joe DiMaggio saying, look what Hitler's doing over there in Germany. He's doing A-okay,
Fucking Christ. Anybody that comes out and supports Putin and then tries to go, the left is too... Like, come on, man. You just lose all credibility. Come on.
It's just that he's so detached from reality to that he just looks at him like this interesting high-class figure. But it's like he can't be bothered at the fact that he's basically responsible for starting this war, all the things that have happened. That doesn't matter. But he's just like, he's this interesting figure, and he's done all these things that can be looked up to, like in this like weird aristocratic way.
Well, Bobby, Aaron Rodgers is on a higher plane than us. You understand?
Well, yes, of course. No,
I'm way higher. Kyrie Irving there thinking on a higher plane. You just don't have enough information. You're just unintelligent.
Yeah, you haven't read enough books.
No, he read a book. He read a book.
He read 1984. Quote, I think a lot of people are like, Putin apologists are like whitewashing all the stuff that he's done to different people. I was just like, no, I'd love to see Joe Biden give an interview where he can speak on the history of the United States in the same way Putin talked about the history of his country. First of all, the history of his country fucking sucks. They blow at war, they lose all of them, and there's full of dictators that kill millions of people. Ever heard of Stalin? You fucking asshole. Secondly, Joe Biden, think of him what you want. The dude's 80. He's been in politics for 65 years. I'm pretty sure he has a pretty good understanding of American fucking history. He can tell you about or mumble through it.
There you go. Mumble through it, probably.
No, okay.
He might fall asleep.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean he doesn't know it. Let me hear Trump. Oh, you don't think? Oh, whatever. You don't think? I'd like to hear Trump. History of United States.
That will tell you whatever you want to fucking know, and he'll make you like it.
Okay, drunk history by a fucking fake Mormon, completely sober. Again, we don't do politics. Aaron Rodgers, you're an asshole. He goes on to talk about aliens and UFOs and the Joe Rogan thing. That's where he belongs. And Joe Rogan's sphere. Go get a podcast. Your opinion shouldn't matter. Go be entertainment. Label you as entertainment. Don't go on news things. Don't talk
Aaron Rodgers experience.
Know what you're talking about. Fall the way of. Go to Texas, somewhere where your opinion it loses mainstream traction, like Kyrie Irving.
Quick question: Quick question. You're on a rant.
Go away. Just fucking go away, Aaron Rodgers. Him in New York City is a recipe for disaster. He is going to fall off the deep end. The Jets are going to blow, which is good for us. He has lost it, man. He's lost it. He's
quick question.
Educated fucking moron.
Kyrie Irving or Aaron Rodgers?
What?
Who do you like? Who do you respect more? You have to respect one. Who do you respect?
I have to.
You have to. I call
Aaron Rodgers. Fuck Kyrie all the way to the end of the year.
That's all I want to hear. Okay.
So there you go. This one's for you, Ray. The New York City to Dublin, Ireland portal was shut down. The quote: "The structure was closed Sunday after an OnlyFans model flashed her breasts to the portal." The New York Post reported.
Pause.
She said,
Pause.
I got the Dublin portal shut down.
Down for the night.
What a skank.
I love boobs. I love boobs. Boobs. How did you like
that? Right? You know, any thought other than I love boobs? You want to finish it at that, Pot?
Why would you let them fucking just free the boobies? You know, if Dublin wants to see a nice set of tatas from America, why are we going to shut this down? Why are we going to shut this down?
Well, you didn't even give us the quote. She said, quote, I thought the people of Dublin deserved to see 2 New York homegrown potatoes.
Which is great because obviously they make alcohol out of potatoes over there.
Oh.
I knew I was fucking bad. I knew that was bad.
The comedy in that is that it was so close, but so
far away. Swing and a whip. Swing and a miss.
It's like, you know, you got the joke, you were about to explain the joke, and then you swung it over here. And it's like
bad. Sorry, baby.
Okay. I thought the portal thing was kind of cool. I am a supporter of humanity and people getting along. And if people want to throw some tits at each other, then let them go. You know, D's, T's, let it all open. Although you did send us the one that people from Dublin were just flashing pictures of 9/11 and.
I thought that's the reason why I got shut down, but apparently it's because of that girl's potatoes.
That's a little rough, but also, you know, let it roll. It'll level itself out.
A little history, you know, whatever.
It'll level itself out.
Yeah.
What are they gonna do? Jump through the portal?
What's a photo we could send? What's something we would send, like an equivalent that we could give to Dublin to send up there?
Bill's ass.
Just like a leprechaun getting ass raped.
True.
Yeah. Your mother's ass was a good one, Ray. Sorry. Bill's dink toes without.
That's another good one.
No shoes or socks. Toes out.
He's got hobbit feet. Definitely got hobbit feet, that boy.
So there you go. Harrison Butker, another favorite of Ray's. Ray's a big fan of this guy.
Don't fucking throw that my way, you son of a bitch.
Hey. What I'm just going off your response.
Okay.
You know,
here's a quick clip.
I think it is you, the women, who have had the most diabolical lies told to you. How many of you are sitting here now, about to cross this stage, and are thinking about all the promotions and titles you are going to get in your career? Some of you may go on to lead successful careers in the world, but I would venture to guess that the majority of you are most excited about your marriage and the children you will bring into this world. I'm on this stage today and able to be the man I am because I have a wife who leans into her vocation and embrace one of the most important titles of all, homemaker. Part of what plagues our society is this lie that has been told to you that men are not necessary in the home or in our communities. As men, we set the tone of the culture. Be unapologetic in your masculinity, fighting against the cultural emasculation of men.
Do you see the woman's face at the end?
I had to keep that on there. I was like, she's like.
So that went a little bit beyond what the headlines of his quotes coming out of it. The main quotes are obviously around the beginning of that. Sorry, I had it here about the women and being excited about being a wife and home and creating a
Homemaker.
home.
He gets choked up when he says that. Homemaker.
He looks like a Nazi, you know. He just
The Chiefs are like, God damn it! It's at first it's Rice, and now this fucking nut job. Like,
I mean,
there's a petition going out to have the Chiefs release him because they don't want this guy to be part of the NFL after those comments.
at the play devil's advocate, it's like
Good luck with that.
you know, he's coming from a religious point of view, and you know, I don't. Yeah, this is hard.
You can't fucking side with that. There's no devil's advocate there. This guy's a fucking douchebag.
You can't get around like the biggest lie, like you've been told you women just belong at home in the kitchen. Like that's pretty tough to fucking get around. And then you did
could have
what's
worded
not
that part of his message better.
what's not in there is the quote. He says not somewhere. This is out of context, but you know the words speak for themselves. I'm talking about Pride Month, Gay Pride Month. Quote, not the deadliest sins sort of pride that an entire month is dedicated to, but the true God-centered pride that has cooperated with the Holy Ghost to glorify him. I don't know where that came, what part of the speech that came out of, but not the deadly sins sort of pride the entire month is dedicated to. Kind of speaks for itself. Mm-hmm. So you go anti-gay, equal rights in the workplace type of thing for women. Yeah, you're kind of a fucking asshole, man. Not kind of. You're just an asshole.
A little bit.
You're a prick. You're a fucking lunatic prick. You're a religious lunatic prick. I'm okay saying that. Fuck you, Harrison fucker. Your dumb, fucking antiquated, stupid fucking mind.
He's a kicker.
All that could have been summed up with just that line. And then speaking of dumb assholes, Deshaun Watson tattoos his girlfriend's face on his back, top left, right?
Yep, right there.
Who's on the top?
You sure it's not the top right?
Yeah,
I don't know that top right. But
who's the troll in the top right? Who's that goblin?
I think that's his mom. I think it's his mom.
Deshaun Watson. So the girlfriend's on the top left, but his wife is not tattooed on his back. That's
he's
the
married.
Line move. So he's married. No, Ray, you got to explain this. This is your thing. But the girlfriend is tattooed on his back, but his wife is not.
I don't think he's married. Is he married?
This was the whole fucking point. You said this is what you sent. He doesn't make the list.
No. Bill said that he's married, and he said respect. I go, no, he's not. He's not married. It's his girlfriend.
Right. Then what's fucking dumb about this? That he has
who gets their fucking girlfriend tattooed on your back?
Oh my God, this does not belong on the same fucking list. It's Aaron Rodgers and Harrison Butker. So what? You get a stupid tattoo. So does everybody else in the fucking world. What are you doing?
Do? What's your tattoo?
I thought it's because he got a tattoo of his girlfriend, not his wife. That was the stupidity of it. Like, that's a dumb move. Not just that he got a tattoo of some woman. He's got 2 tattoos of women. 3. There's 3 faces on his fucking back. They're probably all fucking masseuses.
No, that one right there on the bottom is Martin Luther King with a hat that says "Living and Dreaming."
Okay, still stupid.
I agree.
Stupid. To get a tramp stamp of Martin Luther King with a fucking hat is dumb.
That whole back piece blows.
That's a stupid fucking thing. Okay? But it doesn't belong on the same list of stupid as Aaron Rodgers and Harrison Butker.
I apologize then.
And that does not look like he does not look like a fit man. That back, he just looks like a big fat slobby.
Don't fucking berate someone that has a little junk in their trunk, Bobby.
We didn't see the trunk. I was talking about his sloppy back.
Yeah,
you guys
don't worry about it.
You guys got any ink?
Ask your
mother.
I have
no tattoos.
Come on, Ray.
You walked all over my joke.
No, I don't have either. I don't have any. Maybe we should all get one together.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you want to do?
I don't know. Go Putin.
Okay, yeah.
We'll brainstorm that one. This has been the Semi Sports Show, Friday Rewind, May 17th, live May 16th. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.